everyone, and welcome back to another Iceland vlog. Sorry that I sound a little bit sick right now. I am a bit under the weather as I'm recording this, but I wanted to start off this vlog by showing why I was actually in Iceland, because even though I was doing some sightseeing, I was here to do volunteer work. So most of the work that we were doing was in these geothermally heated greenhouses, and we were grinding a lot of tea that was used for these people that were in a wellness center where they went for recovery from, I think, like surgeries or any other issues they might be having, or just to improve their wellness. It was mostly for senior citizens, and most of them spoke Icelandic. We didn't really meet them that much, but we would see them going out for walks and things like that together. We did do some other volunteer work as well, but I'll get into that later. And a lot of times in the beginning, I thought that the tea grinding was a little bit tedious and not that interesting, and for sure, it wasn't the most interesting work I've ever done in my life, but it actually gave me a lot of time to just think, and especially because I'm taking this gap year to kind of try to figure out what I want to study in university, I think it helped give me a lot of clarity and just let me think about what I'm actually interested in doing, so that was really nice. And I also got to spend a lot of time with the other volunteers when we were doing this, so we would chat a lot or listen to music. And it was just a lot of fun interacting with everybody. And also in the greenhouses, there were a lot of vegetables growing, like tomatoes and peppers and basil. And the greenhouse was also pretty warm, so most of the time we just wore like t-shirts and some jeans or something, because it was definitely too hot to be wearing a full jacket in there. Okay, so I just got back from aurora hunting with the people from my house, and it was very cold after a while. My hands are still a little freezing, but it was really fun. And we didn't actually get to see that much of the northern lights, but they showed up kind of well in my picture, but not like when they're kind of chasing across the sky. So I'm still waiting to see that. But it was also just beautiful to see the stars, because we went a little bit away from the very small city that we're in, which is more like a town, and we went on this mountain, not like very far up, just a little bit, because we didn't want to be climbing too much in the dark. But we looked out from there and we saw like tons of stars, some different constellations of what I'm used to in New Jersey, and also the Milky Way and lots of shooting stars, and it was just really fun. And so I'm looking forward to hopefully going out again tomorrow and maybe doing some hiking during the day after work, because the mountain looks like a really cool place to go during the daytime when it's a little bit safer. The next day's work was a little bit different, for sure, from what we did the first day. We were picking tomatoes in another one of the greenhouses, so we did get to see another greenhouse, and that was really calm, peaceful, and the tomatoes smelled really good, so that was nice. And then later in the afternoon, we ended up doing some yard work, which was not quite as fun. A lot of just sitting on your knees and ripping weeds out of the cracks in a walkway. But it was nice to do something physical, especially after this past year of virtual learning for my senior year of high school. So honestly, I'm not complaining about the chance to do something that's outdoors and more physically involved. Okay, so we're on our way to Selfoss right now. Honestly, I have no idea what's in Selfoss. I think we're going to try like the hot dogs, because supposedly they have really good hot dogs. And please ignore the state of my everything, because it's raining right now and I'm just trying to stay kind of dry so that I don't get colder later. But yes, we're gonna take a bus there, and we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we shoot a lot of people too, but Atlantic There you go. Bye bye bus.
Okay, so today is Tuesday, and we just spent the morning working outside, and now I'm going to the greenhouse. I had a fun night last night, and it was a little hard to wake up this morning, but it's all good. The cold gives me lots of energy, so looking forward to making some more tea. And honestly, sometimes it gets a little like repetitive, and I'm like, why on earth do people need so much tea? But it gives me a lot more appreciation for like where it comes from and how much time and effort it takes to just grind tea, because we spend hours and hours, and I feel like sometimes we only make a little bit of progress. But I don't know, it just gives me more appreciation for like where things come from and how much time it takes to create the products that we just have in our everyday lives and we kind of take for granted. I'm looking forward to working in the greenhouse. I like working outside a little bit more, honestly, but it is kind of backbreaking when we have to like, do all the weeding and you're just leaning over and you're on your knees, or you're just hunched over with like the tool trying to pick out the plants. Terrible.